I just want you to know that that shot served absolutely zero purpose. I just really like my shoes. Happy New Year, everybody. You know, I am that kind of person that no matter how hard I try, I just cannot stay up to watch the ball drop. I can't do it. I can't make it till midnight. I know, I'm lame. But I also know that I am not the only one. All right, I know that. I know that because this little guy was slumped. He was snoring all freaking night.
I got a white one, a tanner, a gray, and a.
Oh, you got a bunch.
I got four
Wow.
Frenchies there. My wife, you know, she's like, you get one and then they're addicted. My wife made me take a million pictures around Christmas time.
As
so.
you should.
Lucy's she's a beautiful dog.
Lucy.
She got the alpha female. Yeah, Lucifer
Aw.
when she's bad. So. Yeah, I'm Joe, by the way.
Colin.
Colin, nice to meet you, Colin. You as well.
Very nice meeting you, Joe. Once I finished Vlogmas, I wanted to just take a second to look at all of the videos that I made and see which ones did the best. By the best, I mean like most views, most engagement, just all that good stuff. And to nobody's surprise, which wasn't surprising at all, the video that did the best was the one that I posted with me and this guy.
But I'm better than you. And you know it!
That's Benjamin drinking water. You're messing up my audio, sir. The video with... Oh man, I am uncomfortable. The video with MJF and myself did really well. So I decided that I would make a second video, this time just talking more about my experience when I was on Being the Elite. On the surface, like when you first watch this segment that I was in, it just looks like a funny, innocent kind of promo segment, which it is both of those things. Don't get me wrong, it definitely is both of those things. But looking back on it now, I can definitely tell you that I learned a pretty valuable lesson. I learned a lesson that was super important, and I want to share that lesson with you today. Like I mentioned before, I think it's important, and I really hope that you could take something from this lesson. But before I talk more about that lesson, I have some extra clips that I shot when I was shooting. I have some extra clips that didn't actually make it into the intro sequence, and I wanted to show you those right now because I think they look cool. So, okay, enjoy that. Why don't you? As I try to get up here. Well, that worked out.
Right on the wall, the roller coaster, look at you. King of the Crossroads, right here in the hallowed halls of my school. God, look at you. Nice.
Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, sir, I'm just...
What I tell you about making eye contact with me, you little shit?
Sir. I just wanted to say that I'm not too sure that the owners of the school would be too happy about having a giant Cody Rhodes
poster on the wall. I'm just not too sure.
You know what, buddy? You're absolutely. I mean, what was I thinking? Just putting up the greatest wrestler of all time in our school without anybody's permission? I mean, that is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, I'm crazy. Aren't I just crazy for thinking this was a good idea? We didn't even ask. You know what, man? No, look at me. Look at me, little buddy. I'm sorry. This was wrong. This was truly wrong of me. How about we talk about this over some ice cream, huh?
Ice cream?
Yeah, ice cream, buddy.
I love ice
Let's
cream.
go get some ice
I love
cream.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean it!
I'd just like to say that our trainers are completely fine with this poster being up. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is the salt of the earth, and Burberry is the premier brand in scarves and fashion and oh, sorry, all that.
Bye.
The funniest part to me of that entire promo is that little bit where I'm off screen just screaming for my life. Oh my God! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean it! You'd think that I'm just screaming and like nothing else is happening, right? Like I'm just off screen screaming to try to sell what is supposed to happen. If you thought that, you'd be wrong. What was actually happening off screen was MJF and I were fighting because he was trying to really give me a wedgie, and I was like, you maniac, no, what, like, why? They're gonna get it when I come back on screen with the underwear over my head? Like, anyway, I just thought that was funny because he's an absolute maniac. On a way more serious note, when that promo was shot, I thought that this was my big break in wrestling. I thought this was it for me. I thought that someone important was gonna watch it. I thought that I'd get more bookings places. I thought that my social media following would explode. First of all, how narcissistic of me to think that anybody would be watching that for the sole purpose of watching me. And second of all, no surprise at all, but none of that stuff happened. Like, everything that I wanted to happen from being in that video just didn't happen at all. I didn't get any extra bookings that mattered. Nothing happened to my social media following, right? And all that came out of this was an article. I think somebody wrote an article about the segment, and there were some memes that got made. Yeah, I mean, they were funny memes, but that was it. For about a day, I was like genuinely upset, right? That like nothing happened. I was upset. I just was thinking to myself, what did I do wrong? But then I completely changed my mindset because I realized that the way I was thinking was wrong. What I wanted to get out of being in this video was the problem in the first place. My mindset at the time was, what can these people, what can these pro wrestling superstars, megastars do for me? It sounds obvious, but the wrestling business doesn't owe me anything. Like who did I think I was at that point to think any of that? Basically, my point is, I learned the importance of taking action for yourself if you want to make something happen for yourself. Don't wait for somebody to make something happen for you. If you want something bad enough, you go out, you put in the work, and you make it happen yourself. And it is that simple. It's literally that simple. I learned that lesson from a minute and 30-something second promo video that I shot with one of professional wrestling's biggest stars. I learned that lesson from that little promo segment. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, all that.
Bye.